Jonathan Harmon with Weichert Realtors-The Group presents What Really Happens When You're Ready to Start Looking at Houses. So, ready to buy a house, are you? That's great! Are you sure? Alright, well let's see. Have you met with your realtor? So before we get started, there's a couple things we need to discuss. Number one, have you spoken to a lender yet? It's important that you speak to a lender before we start looking. This gives you an idea of what you can actually buy. Awesome! Glad you got your pre-approval. Getting the pre-approval allows you to add one person to your team. Now that we've done that, let's add another person to your team. The buyer rep agreement is a contractual obligation between you and your agent that shows my obligations to you and your obligations to me. We're really building a team now. Just like in any other sport, there are rules that we need to follow. The buyer's rep agreement helps us define those rules. One that's very important is that you notify other agents that you encounter that you have an agent. So, if you're out looking at houses on your own, maybe an open house or something like that, you tell them, hey, I'm working with Jonathan. Number two, if you see a for sale sign in the yard, call me, not the agent on the sign. Number three, if you see a for sale by owner, make sure that you get that number and pass it along to me. Don't call them directly. Because remember, I'm on your team and I work for you. So along those same lines, you're going to look online a lot. And that's great, you should. But remember that the information you get online is not always accurate. I have access to the most accurate source, the actual realtor side of the MLS. So send me listings and we will put together a game plan. Now we get to start having some fun. Let's have a conversation. Tell me everything you're looking for. What do you like? What do you not like? Where do you want to be? What kind of things do you need in your home? How big? How small? Now that we've got this game plan together, it's time for us to start looking, and this is what you've been waiting for. We're going to get you from right now to your home. So, without further ado, let's get ready to go look at houses. Me as your coach, and you as the team leader. Ready? As far as the logistics go, there's several ways we can do this. We can meet at the houses that we're planning to look at and drive separately. This works great if you have a job that you're coming straight from to look at a place. Another option is, if you like, we can ride together. That's also awesome. Gives us a chance to talk about the house after we've looked at it. That's really beneficial to me as it gives me a chance to hear your immediate response about the home. Sometimes this doesn't work out and it can be a little more time consuming. I'm going to set up showings and get instructions on how to access those homes before we ever get there. One way is through something called a Centric card. This is a lockbox system that only licensed professionals have access to. So you're going to need me to look at houses most of the time. Now, there's a few rules that we need to go over when we're viewing other people's homes. So all the rules start with the first, the golden rule. Treat other homes like you would want your home to be treated. Number one, be courteous by being on time. Nothing more frustrated than people showing up late or not showing up at all. Number two, watch your shoes. Don't track mud in their house. Number three, keep watch over your kids. Kids are wonderful, they really are, but boy, they can really come in and do damage. Make sure that they mind, or leave them at home. Number four, use them in the restroom. You might consider one is okay, but two not so much. Number five, be careful what you say in the home. People may be recording. You don't want to spill the beans while you're in the house. And then remember, sometimes there's some unexpected surprises. Sometimes people are home. Sup? Might be chilling on a beanbag. Sometimes you'll walk in and the place smells bad, or maybe it's dirty. Again, don't say anything in the home. Be respectful. Sometimes there's animals in the home and they come out. Ah! Just keep focusing on the house. That's what we're there for. Remember, it's all worth it when we find the house of your dreams. Keep your eyes on the prize, and don't forget to make Jonathan Harmon your realtor.